Ginger in the City, written and illustrated by Jeannie Friedman. A young dog named Ginger lived in the country. All day long, she romped in the grass, but all night long, she dreamed about life in the big, busy city on the other side of the river. And so one day, brave Ginger packed her suitcase and moved across the river to the city where she always wanted to live. The city was even bigger than she had ever dreamed, and she wanted to explore and see everything. But in her apartment, Ginger was all alone. There's nobody here to talk to except me, she thought. Then she had an idea. Maybe my next door neighbor is home. I'll knock once just to say hello. Just as she knocked, the door swung open, and there stood a giant yellow dog in a flowered robe. Hello, my name is Ginger, and darling, sang out the yellow dog. I'm Dolly. And with a whoosh of her great paw, she swept Ginger's side. Dolly had all sorts of doggy goodies, and all night long the two neighbors talked about the big city. When Ginger got back to her own apartment, she didn't feel lonely anymore. She knew she had her first new friend. Now Ginger had her new apartment and her first friend. What she needed next was a job. Boom! She was hired by the Wakey Tera, the fantastic restaurant in town. Fanciest. I can't do this all alone. Who ordered soup and who ordered bones? Wailed poor Ginger. No sure word as canned, bird Tony. A freaky white dog. Watch me. Ginger pushed back her ears, tied her apron tight, and copied everything the little white dog did. A bit slower, but she did it. I knew you could do it, whimpered Tony. And Ginger knew she had made her second friend.
Yipped Tony.
Yipped. That weekend, Ginger went to exercise class. All the dogs were lined up, stretching and stepping and showing their mustaches. Will I ever be able to do all that? Ginger wondered.
This is muscles.
But Buana, the exercise teacher, took her aside and showed her how to begin. Soon Ginger was moving just like all the other dogs in the class. She learned all the her routines very quickly. But best of all, she knew she had made another friend. Before long, Ginger was running with the pack, jogging along, singing a song. What a great way to see the city. There was so much to do in the big city. The next week, Ginger went to art class. Excuse me, she asked shyly, but how do I mix the color green? A large gray dog painting beside her squeezed a dab of blue and a dab of yellow onto a piece of white paper. When she mixed the two together, there was green. The gray dog's name was Bonnie, and she knew a lot about art. With Bonnie's help, Ginger thought soon she'd know a lot about art too. How much she was learning from all her big city friends. Enough to make all the colors of the rainbow. Enough to thank all her friends for their help. The next Saturday night, they all had a pajama party. When Ginger went to sleep, she had never been happier. Life in the big city, life in the big city was even better than it had been in her dreams. The end.